Green Perry on the stop. First and 10 for the Blue Devils. Football placed down at their own 44-yard line.
Well, let me see if I can fix this, because that makes it difficult for us to do the game. But let me see what I can do here one more time. See what we got. Back up. And let's see here.
That goes hand off to 21, David Niebauer.
Let me see what we can do here.
Brought down the play by 35, Brett Noel for the Nighthawks. Pick up a 5 on the play, second down. David Niebauer on his right side. Pushed out of bounds on the play by Aaron Eisenhart. Gain of 9 on the play, second and 1.
All right.
David Niebauer with the football. First down to the Devils.
Here we go. Well, we're back at it again. Try one more time. Blue Devils 3 and out defensively. They have moved the ball this time, and now they're sitting inside the red zone at the 10-yard line, knocking on the door. Looking for an ISO to Root, and if he's in, they got it. That touchdown, Greencastle.
Nice pass, good catch. That was a heck of a drive.
Yeah, I'm not really sure where it started.
Started about the 40. And it started really with, Greg, you know where it really started? With the defensive.
It did that time, yeah.
2 sacks and a forced incomplete pass, and it was able to get good field position.
Root catch and a chance for Blue Devils to go ahead. They'll bring in Kirkwood to do the extra point, and that is good. That's been a bright spot. He kicked a 41-yarder, which had plenty of space to go. And with that, the Blue Devils take the 7-6 lead. Now, if you're Coach McCauley, you got to be really, really, really happy with the defensive series and then the offensive series with that.
Well, you know, it's always what brings the energy. Is it scoring points, or do you need the energy to score the points? And the defense got the offense going there with the energy. The crowd's gotten into it now, and the mojo's back on the Blue Devils side. So, you know, you follow that up, hopefully with another good series. And like we said, they've had moments. Can you put a couple series back-to-back and end up finishing this first quarter off strong at 7-6 right now?
2:47 to go in the first quarter, so the Blue Devils answer and take the lead 7-6, and see what. And again, you know, if they can come back with that great defensive stand they had like the last time, then that would be certainly what they want to do. Nice crowd here on hand for the Blue Devils here tonight. Student section right in front of us right now. And nice student section turning out for this one. Is alumni reunion night, alumni football reunion. They're sitting in the end zone here at Greencastle. Kirkwood will be set to kick. Right hash marks where he'll go to work. Pops one up in the air, and it'll hit the goal line and roll out of bounds, so it'll come out to the 20-yard line.
You just said it. That young man's got a heck of a leg.
Yeah, he does.
You don't see that in high school football very often.
No, that was a great kick. He did that up in Camp Hill, kicked one into the end zone, and so gets one here. And so they'll take the football at the 20, moving left to right with 2:47 to go here in the opening quarter.
And what we said, Greg, little things, right? So instead of maybe your standard, you're at the 35, 40-yard line, you're driving them back to their 20. So
right.
Those are big things.
Yeah, they are. Let's see what the defense can do. Chase Roberts out of the gun. He has a sidecar to his left. He'll take two-step drop and throw quickly. Good defense that time as
Jared Miller, number 22.
Yep, all over him. That time they tightened it up, made sure that he didn't have a chance to catch that little quick out.
Yep, good adjustment by the Blue Devils.
So after throwing 3 straight completion and 1 for a touchdown, 2 incomplete passes now for Roberts. As you said, you got to be 6 for that one. Rolling to the right. Roberts looking to pass. Now he's going to get taken down from behind by Taylor Conrad. Yes.
Only a sophomore. Real nice play.
And that's going to end the first quarter. This one back and forth, momentum-wise. Score will reflect it 7-6 in charge. The Blue Devils right now. Don't go away. We'll be right back with quarter number 2 on the WRGG 93.7 and WRGG.org. There's the problem. All right, bring me back. Blue Devils now with a loss of penalty on the play.
That play negated a nice run, Greg, unfortunately.
Yeah, unfortunately for the Blue Devils. The penalty is 10-yard penalty. That's their fourth here of the first half. And on a third down and large, they're going for it with Root. Root makes
nice
the catch at the 40.
Pass.
It's inside the Hanover territory and steps out of bounds. That was a nice pass. Great timing pattern for both of them. First down and inside Hanover territory.
Just a fly pattern, and he lobbed it or lofted it right out there, about 35 yards in the air. Nice catch, but the pass was right on the money.
Now, would you believe me if I told you that's the third pass that was thrown for the Blue Devils, and the first one was an interception, the next two have been caught, and that was the big one right there. Yeah.
Yep.
Cole, handoff, Niebauer. Niebauer's number has been, they got his number right now. The short yardage on that one, maybe 1 or 2 yards.
Well, and there's enough now here. You've played a couple games. You know, you're on film, so teams are seeing what you do. They're scouting you, and you know, they're not going to go away from the run. But that's why it's so important. And you hear Coach McCulley say it all the time. We've got to get balance. Zach Cole and Adam Root have proven to be able to hit the deep one. Just need to get a little more consistent with some of those intermediate passes. And I think the offense looks pretty good.
Yeah, they need to get Niebauer running a little bit, get some space. There he cuts through, comes to the outside, gets away from one, and then dragged out of bounds. Ran a lot, but only got about 2 yards on the play.
Now, give Hanover some credit, though, too, because he's got nice speed, and they're getting out there, and it looks from up here like there's room to get to the outside, and they close pretty well.
Yeah, they have closed very well.
Some of those misdirection plays, easy for me to say.
Yes.
To Tony Mayhew may work. As a couple of them broke. Unfortunately, there was a penalty on 2 of them.
He's in the slot to the right. Now here's a play action with Cole coming over this way. Throws it over the head.
I think there's pass interference, though.
There is a flag, yep.
I think Adam Root got held coming out of his break.
That's going to be the call. Has to be the call. Well, it doesn't have to be, but more than likely.
I think it has to be on that one.
So we'll wait for the official to give the call. They're calling it against them as preliminary indication. And so.
Which is a break, because I don't know if that was catchable.
Yeah,
so that's
holding against them. Not really pass interference, it's
right.
Holding.
And that's what it exactly kind of had him, as Adam was coming out of his break, kind of got grabbed, you could see in the back.
So that's an automatic well, no, it is an automatic first down. Pass interference is.
Right.
Holding isn't, but since it's a 10-yard penalty, it will be a first down. 1st and 10 for the Blue Devils on this drive, and that puts them down at the 25-yard line in Hanover territory. Out of the pistol, straight back looking to pass. Cole throws, going down deep for
got him.
Root bobbled it, but catches the ball for the touchdown. Second touchdown pass. That one a 25-yarder, and Root has 2 on the night. And so does Cole, has 2 touchdown passes, and the Blue Devils have expanded the lead right now, 13-6.
That deep ball looks really good. He's throwing it out there. Adam Root's going to get it. That one was a little scary as he bobbled it, but he got control of it right before he went in. But Zach Cole showing great touch on the long ball.
Kirkwood will come in to try the extra point. Cole will do the holding. Snap is down. The kick is up, and it is good. So the Blue Devils now go up by a 14-6 score. This reminded me of the Hanover game last year. Took the Blue Devils a little bit of time to become dominant in it. And after they did, they really, and to a certain extent, Camp Hill was in it for a little bit, and then all of a sudden it just blew out of control for Camp Hill, and the Blue Devils dominated that ball game. Here, looks like Greencastle can probably do the same thing. We'll have to wait and see.
Yeah, they've done a nice job. They kind of shot themselves in the foot twice. The first turnover was more taking a shot down the field. The second turnover was not one they wanted, but it looks like the biggest thing, I mean, they're hitting the deep ball, but the biggest thing that I've seen is the defense is really shut down here, and that's because Hanover went down the field pretty simply the first you got a little concerned.
Right.
But they really made the adjustments. Nice job by the coaching staff and the defense to do that. And then I think we're going to be able to score some points this year.
You know what? It's interesting to me is it was an easy adjustment.
Yep.
You know, I don't know what it was, but it was an easy adjustment. Kirkwood to kick off, left to right, Blue Devils going to run the kickoff return back to the 2-yard line. There's where it's taken. And coming up to the middle, he's going to get stopped at about the 21, 26-yard line. So nice return, 6+ as we look at it that way. You take it, most balls, if they go in the end zone, going to come out at the 20. So it's looking, they don't have a number 20 listed. That's who returned the football for them. So to the 26-yard line it goes. Hanover comes out with the football.
9 minutes left in the second quarter, Greg. 14-6 Blue Devils.
Now, this is one of those, I think, where Hanover needs to do something offensively to stay in this ball game. They don't want to go down another score here before halftime. Send a man in motion to the far side, and Roberts will follow him and throw. That's going to be a motion. That is Cuban, or Caban rather, and what he does is it looks like Canadian football, or not Canadian, but arena football, where he's heading upfield before the snap is taking place, and that's what they call that time. That's their third penalty. Greencastle with 4, mounting to 25 yards, 3 for 20 yards for Hanover.
And if you're Hanover, you've got to answer. You might not have to score here, Greg, but you've got to put together. Your defense has been on the field an awful lot here in the last probably quarter and a half.
You can at least switch the field. Ball to the fullback, straight up the middle. He'll get stopped pretty quickly. And he stopped at the line of scrimmage, so no gain on the play. Blue Devils get the interior line in there. And you talked about their numbers. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'm looking over there. And we're off the air again. That'll be doggone.
That pass ball is incomplete. Third down for the Nighthawks.
Now we're back on. Third down for the Nighthawks. Out of the shotgun, heavy chase. He's going to keep it and run to the right. Now he's not going to go anywhere. Wow. He is sent back to beyond the 15, back to about the 13-yard line, and that is Tony Mayu making the stop, and that'll bring up a punting situation for them.
And again, the defense, Greg, just they're nowhere to go, and even now those quick slants, when they did have them open, I think they're hearing footsteps as the ball went in and out of the hands of one of the receivers. So the momentum is all with the Blue Devils right now, and you know they've got a chance here to really put their foot down on this game.
Yeah, their punter standing at the goal line.
So I'm not sure Hanover has the firepower to make a big run.
Nope. Punt gets away this time. Nice punt back to the 45-yard line. Niedbauer will take it. No, that's Root taking it there. He's reversing the field, and he's going to go around the left side to the 30, to the 20, to the 15. Still on his feet at the 10, and knocked out of bounds at the 5-yard line. Didn't get it to the house, but got it pretty doggone close. I would say to the front porch.
Great return. I think we got away with a block in the back over here, but sometimes you need breaks.
Yeah.
But a great return, went all the way across the field. And actually, their punter did a nice job even getting that out. Again, the Blue Devils putting on a lot of pressure onto that punter.
Yeah, he wouldn't be called a 45-yard punt but that's what he put it up in the air as. So with 6:58 remaining in the first half, 14-6 their score. Blue Devils have a chance now to go up by 2 scores, and we'll see what they can do. Cole out of the pistol. He has Niebauer behind him, and he gives it to him. He's going to go around the right side, has a little bit of running room, tries to get around the right edge again, and this time he goes in for the 5-yard touchdown run, and the Blue Devils expand the lead to 20-6.
Set up by that great return by Adam Root. So Greencastle's playmakers, Adam Root, Zach Cole, and Niebauer are doing the job.
Right, and that's what you need. You need the big guys
your
to step
players
up.
to play.
Yeah. Yep.
Sports is real simple. You need your best players to play well.
Yeah, really. You could write a book about that. Chapter 1.
There's a reason they spend a lot of money recruiting people at the next level, and there's a reason they spend a heck of a lot of money figuring out who to draft.
Yes, they do. Snaps a little bit high, but they get it down, and Kirkwood is good. He's been perfect all season.
I tell you what, there's no question on his kicks.
No. 21-6 with 6:50 to go before halftime. This has the making of a mercy rule ball game here. And, wow, what a quick switch of momentum in this one.
You're right, Greg. I mean, it didn't, it's a long ball game, but those first 3 possessions, I'm pretty sure if you'd asked Coach McCulley if it went like that, how he would have felt, and it would have been real positive. But, one thing that I think we've seen from the Blue Devils, and you always see from our kids, they don't quit. They kept their composure, and that's a sign of a maturing team. So that's a lot of good things.
Yes, very much so.
And they can build confidence. You can talk about success, you can talk about doing things, but until you actually feel it and it comes into fruition out in the field, it makes a big difference. So it's good for them to feel some of these positives.
We invite you to stop at our concession stand. On the home side, the baseball boosters. On the visitor side, 40's Food Shack.
Connection refused.
With Kevin Carley's famous ham barbecue sandwiches. Stop in and buy one.
Oh.
Ooh. Wow, when they kick off, they literally sub everybody in and out.
Initial contact on the return by number 88.
Greencastle.
Hanover. You said they only got 20 kids.
First and 10, Nighthawks. Loss of 3 on the play. Third down, Hanover.
Didn't want to do that.
That pass ball is incomplete, deflected by 20. Fourth down, Nighthawks.
Okay. We're back. Just a little jazz music there. as Had nothing better than jazz music and football at the same time. We'll get it together one of these days. So I like to thank Skylar Shade for helping us out back at the studio and putting up with this. He's doing his best, and he blamed it on himself. He thinks he's the bad link. He doesn't know, does he, Rick?
No,
it's me, man. It's me. It is. Another punt from Hanover. This taken by Root again at the 45. Stiff arms his guy. Gets to the other 45. He took it on Hanover's territory, then, or Greencastle, then to the Hanover. Gets it down to the 42-yard line. Things seem to be clicking defensively for the Blue Devils, no doubt about it. Chance to make this one 28, about, 3 scores. Well, actually, three scores, and really, if they score here, this one's sort of like the nail in the coffin type thing.
Yeah, I think so. You see Hanover's head starting to go down. They had a couple passes that really should have been caught.
Yeah.
And just, then that's just lack of concentration. They're so young. But the Blue Devils are playing well. And they could put together another nice drive here to end the half. I think they'll go in with a lot of confidence.
Here comes the long bomb. This
Got
time
him.
to Mayu. Oh, not Mayu. This time that was Rhodes.
Yep, Malachi Rhodes.
Malachi
Right in his hands.
Rhodes.
Another good pass.
Oh, it was. It was right on the money. Feel bad for him. He's going to feel worse for himself than that, that's for sure. Yeah, that was right there, and he had a step on him, too. So Blue Devils will start again, 2nd and 10, working from the center of the field, moving left to right. Takes the snap, and then stopped right away is Niebauer. He gets hit. They read that well. That was Bo Gephardt, the junior, getting in there to make the stop. So 4-yard loss makes it 3rd down and 14.
45-yard line.
So Vern and I were trying to decide how many seconds you get between plays in high school. It's 30. I'm going to do this about one more time to halftime, and then we're
going to call it a day.
We're back on.
Oh,
Look at that, right away, yeah.
We're ready to throw in the towel.
Yeah. And this one to Tony Mayu was thrown out of bounds. And so it will be incomplete.
At the starter line.
Yeah.
And that's the first long pass that Zach Cole's been off. He's thrown a really nice deep ball tonight.
So that'll bring Root into punt. I haven't seen a lot of him this time.
No, his last punt was not one of his better efforts because we said he's punted real well.
Yeah. This gives him a little chance
he's
here.
He's done plenty of other things tonight.
Yeah. He can pick one. I'm going to catch some and score, or you want me to punt?
Yeah,
one of the two here. He'll stand at his own 40-yard line. Snap is a little low, but he picks it up off the ground, gets it up, hits it to the right side, and again it's going to go out of bounds.
Yeah.
I'm not really sure. Maybe that was due to the low snap.
I don't know. He's looking over at the coaches like, I don't know.
My foot's crooked tonight. I don't know.
And you know what? We always say this, Greg. They're kids.
Yeah.
And everything feels right, and the ball goes off the side of your foot. I mean, it happens, and Adam Root's a heck of an athlete, and but that's why they're specialist positions.
Yes. From the 25-yard line, Hanover now has plenty of time. 4:48 up on the clock. They got all 3 of their timeouts remaining here, so we'll see. Vern and I had a discussion this morning on the morning show at WRGG. Was it 30 seconds or 25 seconds? Because college plays 1, pros play 1. It is 30 seconds. Little out pass, and they complete the pass to Mitchell Brown. And he picks up a couple yards on that quick slant to him. And I say couple, I mean couple, 2 yards, really.
Pick up the 2 yards, 2nd down.
Well, and I'm glad they've put those clocks in because that's a lot on the officials. They've got a lot to do, and then, you're playing, you can't see it. It's an important part of the game, and it makes it tough. I'd love to see them go with the shot clock in basketball.
Yeah. Oh, there was almost a great catch. Yep. They got the ball a little too high for Mason Smith as Roberts if he would have caught it, it'd been a great catch, and it would have been a first down. I'm not opposed to the shot clock either. And I think I like what Maryland girls do with that. They get rid of the 10-second backcourt and go without that.
We play summer league down in Maryland, and some of the games we play has a shot clock, and it really doesn't come into a play near as much as you think it would.
No, I don't think it really does either. Throwing out, and it's going to be a completion. Nice catch at the first down marker, actually. So that time it was brought in by Mitchell Brown. He made a nice catch right at the sideline.
Malachi Rhodes hit him pretty hard. He got his feet in and he held on to it.
So Hanover does get the first down. 4:08 remaining in the half. Greencastle up 21-6. They trailed this one 6-0. Now 3 consecutive scores on their last 4 possessions.
Now this would be interesting, Greg. Well, we got good pressure on him.
Yeah, and they got a great catch here.
That was
it's
a great
over the
catch.
40-yard line. That time, Roger Walker brought it down. Walker, just a sophomore.
Yeah, they got freshmen and sophomores all over the place, and that's tough sledding. Basically, a JV team out here, and they're doing well. But we just talked about a possible nail in the coffin.
Yeah,
on the one side, it becomes a one-score game.
Yeah, it does.
So but this game has had a tremendous swings in momentum.
It really has. If they come down, and I mean, if nothing else, at least they got the field shifted.
Yeah,
here
they were like a
bit.
hockey team there for a while. They couldn't get it out of their own end.
No. Roberts
what
whistle.
could that possibly be?
Penalty flag on the play.
It's going to be against Hanover procedure.
The call against Hanover.
I didn't even think they were up to the line of scrimmage yet.
I didn't
Did they maybe
either.
break the huddle with too many men? Is that what that is, maybe?
I don't know.
No?
I did not see it. Well, 1 wide out to the right side, 2 to the left. They're working from the left side of the left hash mark. 2 steps back, fakes one, that goes long down the left sideline, and just had the receiver turned the wrong way, and he threw it out of bounds. So
that would have been an amazing. He got turned a couple times.
Yeah, he did. So a 2nd down and 15 situation. Telling you what, Hanover has a very small bench, as we mentioned. I'm just looking over there, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So they got like 23 kids, but they get them all in.
Yeah, they're use them on special teams and
trips to the right, looking to throw to the right, straight across the middle. Ooh, it was tipped up in the air and almost intercepted by Greencastle, but the tip was hard. The pass was hard, and it was intended for Caven. A little too hard to handle.
2 down territory, Greg?
I think you got to go for it for them. It's 3:30 to go in the half, and they're down 2 scores. I'd want to get on the board. I know you don't want to give up another score either, but it'd be nothing better for them to get into to take the ball out of the hands of Greencastle and at least try to get a score. 3rd down situation. They'll put the wide out on the other side of the field, and they're going to roll to the right, throw, and intercepted. And the Blue Devils have the ball back at the 40-yard line as Ethan Shank steps in front of it. Big INT, and the first turnover for the Hanover Knights. They had a fumble, they recovered it. The Blue Devils with 2 fumbles, an interception and a fumble. And now that sort of will take the win out of the sails, more or less. 3:24 to go to halftime, 21-6. Let's see how the Blue Devils respond on this one.
How about a deep one to Adam Root here? They haven't covered it all night.
No, he's out here on the right side. He stands on the right hash mark. Here comes a little heavy rush, but Cole gets out of it. He's going to keep it. Runs up the sideline, runs himself out of bounds, about 2 yards shy of the first down. So an 8-yard run. That was a pretty heads-up play by Cole, as he saw that he has some running room to the left.
Yeah, got out of bounds, which at this point is a good play.
A 5-yard gain. They liked where he went out of. I thought he went out of bounds a little farther up, but they're a little closer than I am. Running back up next to the line of scrimmage. And now Cole comes back, drops back, throws out here, and completes the pass to Trey Wood. Wood gets only about 2 yards on the play as he comes out of the backfield. So, they're always in the hurry-up offense. Can't really say that anymore, can you?
Right. Well, they get to the line, but they look over and they get to play.
Yeah. So it takes about, they didn't even reset the clock. Setting up the screen pass as they did the other week against Campbell. This is a first down for Niebauer. Niebauer gets tackled, but he crosses the 50 and gets to the 45-yard line. So another first down for the Blue Devils. That'll stop the clock for them to move the sticks. They do have 3 timeouts remaining. I would think they would try again. And, if they get up 28-6, that would put them 2 scores away from the mercy rule. Here goes the pass to Root, overthrown. I don't think that was. I don't know if that was the right pattern or the right play or what, because it was way overthrown.
Yeah, I think he just got a little too excited there and put his foot in the ground and fired it. We got multiple balls getting thrown at the referees there.
That was the ooh you heard from the crowd.
Knocked his whistle out.
Yeah, waiting for him to throw a flag at the ball boys there. Trips to the right, 1 to the left. They'll work just to the right of the left hash mark. So 3rd down now and 3.
And I'm going to assume they're in 3-down territory.
Yeah.
Or I'm sorry, 4-down territory.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I think they'll go for it on 3rd.
Yeah, probably.
Strange little play. From the gun. He'll step up and look back at his coach. I love watching coach the signals now. Jet sweep in motion. They'll give it to him. And Caven trying to go around the right side. Gets the first down and chased out of bounds.
Yeah, those coaches get a workout anymore.
Yeah.
It's a lot easier just to put 1 finger up or 2 like I have to do.
Yeah.
That's a lot of work.
You yell a number out.
That's exactly right.
40.
Exactly.
I gotta do that. These guys, and then if you watch our side, they got 3 coaches doing signals, so I guess trying to throw someone off.
I'd be exhausted.
You're not in shape for that.
Exactly right. It's easier just to yell.
1st and 10, right hash mark. Hanover on the move. Keeper by the quarterback. Oh, he gets drugged down from behind. Making a stop in there is, tell me we're off the air again?
Yep.
Is Adam Booz.
Stop made for the Blue Devils by
Back on.
Adam Booz.
Magic. Adam Booz makes a stop for a loss.
I think you could tell by your tone of voice you were getting tired of bouncing. It's like we better reconnect
We need
before this man goes crazy.
4 minutes to go in the quarter. 28-13 with the lead. Greencastle, but Hanover moving the football again. Trying to bring it back to 1 score. Across the middle, a little overthrown, and incomplete pass.
Well,
they're making this game long.
Yes, there's been a lot of passes in this game. There's a lot of stop clock.
Jared Miller on the coverage.
Gettysburg's up 21-7 now over Waynesboro in the 4th quarter.
2 to the right, 2 to the left, 1 in the backfield. From the pistol, tight end to the left side. Across the middle, they fire. Is that complete? Yeah.
I think it is complete, but actually that's a break for Greencastle. He had room to run with a better pass. He had to go down and get it, made a nice catch, but I think if he'd have caught that, that would have been an easy 1st down. Brings up about a 4th and 3.
So here it goes for the Blue Devils. Big play here for both teams.
4th down and 3.
Yeah, real big play here, Greg.
2 to the left, 2 to the right, 1 in the backfield. Roberts looks over, gets another signal from his coach. And no steps, overthrows his intended receiver.
That pass call is incomplete.
Actually, Brown wanted a pass interference call, but there wasn't any. So on 4th down, the Hanover Blackhawks turn it over to the Blue Devils. They get a break on that one, 28-yard line, 1st and 10.
Looked clean to me.
I know. I didn't think it was.
Yeah.
I mean, I got a break to get the ball back
Yeah.
because the way they were moving the football.
And again, I think a little fortunate. I think he was open.
Yeah.
But you need to be fortunate sometimes as well. So let's see if the Blue Devils, now here we are. This is that, we're up 2 possessions, and this has been that swing where we just can't get it to 3. Something goofy happens.
1st and 10, 3:07 to go in the quarter. This is Niedbauer. Niedbauer still on his feet, breaks a tackle.
Hard run there.
Yeah, gets 8 yards. Well,
2 hands on the ball. He was very unfortunate last game against Camp Hill. That long run, just unfortunate. Not only was he almost out of bounds, almost defied physics how the ball went.
I know.
It was crazy.
That was a 10-yard run, 1st down. Yeah, it just bounced off his knee and just rolled, and I thought it was going to stay in the end zone, and then took another roll.
Yep.
From the pistol, handoff again. Niedbauer trying to break one tackle, breaks another tackle, gets another nice run. Going to go out of bounds about 1 yard shy of, well, no, wait a minute. I've been calling the spot wrong here. No, that's close to the first down.
That's real close.
Yeah. So he's put together now. Now it's not. 9 yards, 19 yards in the last 2 runs from Niedbauer.
In fairness to you on that, Greg, the reason why you had trouble spotting the ball because 4 referees were in 4 different lines.
Thank you. I appreciate the
it was a little hard to figure out where that was.
A little misdirection play. They get the ball this time to Conrad. Conrad gets about 5 yards on that one, plus the first down. That's really about the second time we've seen that misdirection. That used to be the staple in that wing tee all the time.
Yep. It's a lot going on. It's hard to keep track of that inside handoff, and a lot of times that pops.
Well, we see it better up here than you do it on eye level there.
When I played in high school, Cumberland Valley used to run the wing tee all the time, and all this going on, and next thing you know, the ball carrier's right in your face.
Yeah.
There he goes. He's gone.
There he is. He's out of here. He's gone all the way to the end zone from the 46-yard line, and touchdown, Blue Devil. So Niedbauer picks up another TD. He picks up 46.
He's got to be well over 100 yards
Well,
now.
he has 65 on that drive.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that would do the trick. And the Blue Devils have now extended it to 34-13. Finally, as you said, they get that 3-touchdown lead. This in the third quarter with 1:58 left.
And I would have to think that was the nail.
I would think.
Well, we've said that before tonight.
Right.
Well, no, we haven't. We said it's coming.
It never came. High snap, gets it down, kick is up, and Kirkwood is again good. And it is 35-13. 1:58 to go here. So the Blue Devils are on a roll right now as they found this is, of course, season high 35 points for them.
Once again, ladies and gentlemen, the Greencastle Antrim Education Foundation is in the process of overseeing a $650,000 construction project in the southwest area of Cayley Field.
Chambersburg is up 14-13 over Red Lion in the fourth quarter.
A little closer than I would imagine.
This project based solely on funds raised by the foundation.
Red Lion Waynesboro gave Red Lion a pretty decent game last week. Yeah. So, see how that outcomes goes. Don't forget, Blue Devils return home to Cayley Field next week. It is West Perry in town. The Mustangs, they open up the Colonial League play. The Colonial League is,
underrated every year.
Yeah, that's the best way
in every
of saying
sport.
That. Yep. Kickoff from Kirkwood. Left to right, the Blue Devils go. Line drive shot. And it will bounce up nicely into the hands of Melendez. Melendez goes right, then comes back left, stopped at around the 30-yard line. 1:52 to go in the quarter of 3. I've never said it that way. I've never said it that way.
We're getting fancy.
Thusly, the Nighthawks will take over possession of the football. Son of a gun.
What's that score? Shippensburg's up 34.
No, we're off.
Whoops.
Penalty flags on the play. Dead ball. Penalty flag on the play.
Ooh. Who was that against? Us, but.
Penalty against the Blue Devils, moves the football up to the 21-yard line. First and 10, Nighthawks. Blue Star to play, recovered by the Blue Devils. Number 12, Taylor Conrad on the recovery.
Well, we're back again. We leave, we come back, we leave, we come back. Like a bad relative. I don't know. I don't know what's going on. But nevertheless, Blue Devils just picked up a fumble from Hanover. They got the ball back. I think we'll see the fresh shirts. Well, they're always fresh shirts on turf, aren't they? We'll see those finish out the quarter here, and then, or not the fresh shirts, the old shirts, and we'll see fresh shirts come in. This is the looking to pass, coming downfield, and it was knocked down.
That was misplayed by two people.
Yes, it was. It was knocked down originally by Brendan Parry for Hanover, and then went into the arms of Tony Mayu. Isaiah Tony Mayu. He could. That would have been a tough catch for him.
Yeah, it should have been intercepted. I mean,
there,
he just looked like an outfielder who just lost the ball somehow.
I'll bet you we'll see a run on this play.
Yeah.
And we do. It's going to Niebauer.
Fumble.
Oh. And Hanover thinks they have it, and I think they do, just by the way the officials are signaling, and they get it back. So
now, correct me if I'm wrong, Greg. Is that David's? David. I mean, he's played phenomenal, and he's only a sophomore.
Right.
But that's 3 games. I believe that's 3 fumbles, correct?
Yeah.
So we got to clean that up. But he carries. You get the ball that much.
Well, yeah, the odds, the percentages play in your favor or against you in that one. An interception, a fumble, an interception, and a fumble for the Blue Devils here in this one. An interception and a fumble and a fumble. Interception of 2 fumbles for Hanover or just 1?
Just 1, I believe.
Yes. So a lot of turnovers here.
But David Niebauer, again, has just done a great job carrying the offensive load.
Around the corner goes Walker for Hanover. And another nice first down run. I tell you, they move the ball well. They just can't seem to complete it.
Well, they're just, they're so we think we're young.
Yeah.
I mean, my goodness, they have 1, 2, 3, 4. They have 5 freshmen on the varsity roster with, at key possessions.
Oh, there's a tackle behind the line of scrimmage, and that is Tony Mayu again. They're trying to. There's some decision on this one. They're going to say it goes. Hanover keeps it. Say that it was down. And you might recall here there is no video camera that you can go to the replay with.
Can't go under the hood.
Nope. Yet. I would not be surprised.
Hanover maintains possession of the football.
Hanover comes out, spreads the field to the left, to the right. From the pistol. Straight back, looking to pass. Heavy pressure again.
No time.
No, he has no time to get it. That is Conrad, Taylor Conrad, in there to make the stop. That's the sophomore. And forward motion will be at the 25-yard line. So 4th down situation facing the Blackhawks. So it'll be, I'll check the scoreboard on that one, 4th and 16. That'll be the last play of quarter number 3. We'll take a break as the third quarter comes to an end. Blue Devils up on top of this one, 35-13. Don't go away. Be right back on the it's Blue Devil football on 93.7 WRGG and WRGG.org.
after this play.
Welcome back to Cayley Field. We're in quarter number 4 right now. The Blue Devils and a punting situation for Hanover. High punt, and Blue Devils will let it roll. Still be excellent field position as it is down by Hanover at the 45 in Hanover territory, so 45 yards away for the Blue Devils, as this will be 1st and 10 for Greencastle. They'll come out, they'll move right from left from the primary school to the high school, from Waynesboro to Mercersburg, if you look at it that way. So Blue Devils sitting on a 22-point lead, 35-13.
And the head coach, Andrea McCauley.
Blue Devils still getting the signals in. Root goes far to the right side. That's where Tony Mayu will set up. Everybody else is in tight. Niebauer in the up back position. He'll get the call. Right side, running room, goes for 10, goes for 15, 20, and then still on his feet, reverse track. Uh-oh, he has some running room. There he goes. He's at the 10, he's at the 5, and another touchdown for David Niebauer.
And that was a big individual effort.
Yeah,
there.
It was.
He was stopped on the one on the right side there, cut it all the way back. Just an outstanding effort. Then showed a lot of speed.
There's what you're going to see. That's what we're expecting to see out of him. Maybe not as a sophomore,
right? But
as a junior and senior.
Oh yeah. I mean, first of all, getting moved up as a sophomore is tough, and he's obviously not only moved up, he's earned the starting spot, and he's earned the workhorse.
Yeah.
I mean, a lot of trust from his coaches to get them the ball, and they're getting him to in a lot of different ways. But he's put together a heck of a run here these first 3 games, and he's going to be a heck of a player.
At least 3 touchdowns in this one here, and as you said, well over 100. That in itself was, 45 yards right there. He's at maybe close to 100 in this half.
Yeah.
Snap is that. Whoa! I tell you what, that lucky to get that one off. They had a fizzle a little bit with the snap, but got to give Cole a lot of credit to get the ball in the right direction at Kirkwood with the kick. And so another extra point tacked on for Mr. Kirkwood here. And now the Blue Devils are up 42-13.
And now you'll probably see some different kids get in the ball game here to end it.
Yeah, they're 6 points away from a mercy rule situation.
And now let's hear it for everybody's favorite.
Well, this will be this is how you wanted it to come out in the second half, Rick, to come out and dominate the second half, and that they have done. Hanover has shown some signs of life in the second half, but really just couldn't seal the deal, put the ball in the end zone. And for the Blue Devils, it's really been a pretty impressive second half. One they need to head into see the Mustangs next week, because there's no doubt that's going to be a quality team coming to Greencastle.
Well, as you said, there's no easy ones in the Colonial Division, but this is a good win. They should feel good about it. Hey, all wins are precious.
Yes, right.
They're very hard to get, and the margin of error. The other team practices too.
Yeah, they do.
And their kids are good athletes, and it's good to see our guys get rewarded, and a lot of positives continue, and they just want to keep building.
Back to the 6-yard line. That's where it's fielded for Hanover. Straight up the middle they come. He gets up to the 25-yard line, hit hard by a bunch of blue jerseys. Dragged back for a little bit, but the forward motion will be at the 26. Hanover comes out 1st and 10, moving left to right here with 11:26 to go in this contest, trailing this one 42-13. Let's see what the Blue Devils. Chambersburg on the back end of that score against Red Lion. Not sure I would have thought that. Well, I know I didn't pick that score. I picked that game that way.
Yeah, very interesting game, and there shouldn't be a whole lot of time left from what we can see.
From the pistol formation, right into the belly of the fullback. That's Melendez. He gets a nice run to about the 28-yard line. Pickup of 3. Moore in on the tackle for the Blue Devils.
Gain about 3 yards, second down.
Ethan Miller, excuse me. Wide out to the right, 2 to the left. The lineup with 2 in the backfield. Looking to pass and does. Comes out to the tight end. One-handed catch, which was really a nice catch from Bo Gephardt. And he'll pick up a couple yards on that one. He released out of that tight end position on the right side. Actually, he lined up, I shouldn't say tight end, he lines up, now they don't, I don't know what they call that position. They line up right behind the tackle in a full, like a,
kind of was a wing back.
Like a wing back, yeah, I guess that's what it is. Hand off to Melendez, gets to the very close, well, I think he's going to get the first down. That's what they were going for. There's a nice stop by the Blue Devils.
Tackle on the play by Dwayne Ocker.
But what do you think? I mean, we don't have the stats. Hanover's had to throw about 45 passes tonight.
Yeah.
I mean,
yes. I would not be surprised. Greencastle's thrown a lot. They're in the 20s.
Yeah. Yep. But I mean, I think Hanover is almost a 4-to-1 ratio of runs to passes.
Well, wing to the left, as you say, a running back to the back. A slot to the right, wide out to the right. Slot goes in motion, jet sweep. He'll go to the left side. They're going to roll to the left side. They'll throw to that. And a nice catch made by Caban. Yeah, Caban still on his feet around the left side. Runs him out of bounds at about the 45-yard line inside Hanover territory. Or Blue Devil territory, excuse me. So that was Root was the last one to beat. So ball spotted at the 44.
And that's not good. Adam Root limping a little bit, so
yes.
You want to be careful here. You don't want any of your main guys to get hurt now.
In motion again comes the slot from the right, and they're going to give it to Melendez. But Melendez is hit hard right away by Tawane, and he goes nowhere. They'll give him credit for a yard or two, but that's the kind of stop you want to make on first down. They'll give him exactly 1 yard. Left hash marks where the ball is spotted. Clock running. Play clock at 21. Time clock at 9:17. Seems now they've taken a little bit more time than normal. Melendez again stopped at the line of scrimmage by the Blue Devils. Now he's made some big gains going up the middle, but they made the adjustments this time. So a 2-yard loss on the play, 3rd down and 11. Do I think they're going to pass?
I would think they're going to have 2 passes in them.
Yep, 2 left, 2 right. Tight end right side. Downfield they go with the pass, intercepted by the Blue Devils. That is
Malachi Rhodes.
Rhodes comes around the left side. He's at the 30, he's at the 40, chased out of bounds, actually at around the 39-yard line. So another turnover, the second INT for the Blue Devils. So 3 turnovers for Hanover, 4 turnovers for the Blue Devils. It's made it for an interesting ball game.
Penalty flag doing the play.
Penalty flags at the line or at the 40-yard line, so interested to see what that is. Blue Devils, illegal blocks. That has not been a good thing for the Blue Devils, the penalties tonight. That'll chase them back probably 10 yards. Or maybe.
And this is not a good sign. Sam Reed, number 79, our big defensive tackle, is walking around on a crutch with his knee.
No, that's not a good sign at all.
Hopefully that's just for precaution.
Now that penalty pushes them back to the 28-yard line.
Correction, Greencastle Anthem retains possession of the football. 1st and 10 from their own 29-yard line.
Pistol formation in the backfield for the Blue Devils is Tyler.
Yep.
Another penalty.
Yep.
Well, there's some New Jerseys in there, and that'll happen.
There's been a foul legal procedure in the call against the Blue Devils.
It was 32 33 or 2?
He's 33. He's
Tyler Batista.
Yep, Batista is the running back now.
Zach Cole still at quarterback.
Right.
Tony Mayhew still in.
It is Batista with the ball carrier. He gets to the 25, and he loses the football. They say Hanover gets it back. Fumble again. Blue Devils, fumble lightest here today. 1, 2, 3 fumbles, 2 interceptions. 8:25, the clock obviously in the favor of the Blue Devils. 42-13 is the score. They're up in this one. So Hanover will bring their offensive unit right back out after the interception. Actually, the interception and the fumble been a pretty good offensive play for them. So now they're deep in Blue Devil territory at the 28-yard line. Roberts from the gun, 2 steps, throws hard, too hard, and too far. Matter of fact, Smith can't get a hold of it.
On the play. Second down.
Greg, if they keep throwing we may be here till Westbury gets here.
2 for the price of 1. Don't go away.
As the immortal Kenny Rogers once said, you got to know when to fold them.
Yeah. Yes.
And we might be folding them.
Yeah, we may be folding soon here. Oh, we're back on. Back on, back off. See if we get that equipment looked at somehow. There's a quick pass out. Oh, he can't hold on to it. To the fullback, Brett Knoll. And brings up a quick third down.
35, Brett Noel calls incomplete. Third down.
Third down situation now. Clock at 8:17. Stopped on the clock. Do we have any updates on that Chambersburg Red Lion game?
Just refreshed. Still 20-14. Red Lion. Under 8 minutes to go is the best we can see.
All right. Jet sweep, giving the ball to Cabin. Cabin around the left side, gets some major yardage on that. Picks up the first down and goes down inside the 15-yard line. So, looking like they want to score again here. And why wouldn't they at the 11-yard line?
Cabin's played a nice game.
Yeah, he has. And there's some bright spots for Hanover.
Well, you know, it's hard to go through. Nobody likes to lose. But, you know, sometimes you're just outmanned.
Right. Another pass incomplete. In and out of the hands of Cabin. Little overthrown. I mean, they have certainly some skilled players.
They're just so young.
Yeah, so young, and their problem is going to be depth.
Yeah.
They don't have a lot of people sitting on the sidelines.
And they don't have a whole lot of size. You look at their roster, just
right.
As you said, then you get into depth issues. They only have one player who's listed over 215 pounds.
Right.
And in today's world, that's just not big.
No. Melendez, nice charge up the middle. He breaks down into the 5-yard line.
And one thing you cannot coach, Greg, is size.
No, you can't. I thought that was speed.
That as well.
Okay. Come on, make up your mind. Is it size or is it speed? Hanover looking to narrow the gap here a little bit more. Oh, man, a bad snap. This one rolls back to the 25-yard line. Heads-up play by the quarterback, Roberts. That again, he slid on the ball. Made sure it was down. Most freshmen would have tried to pick that up and make something out of nothing, and he did the right thing.
It will be real interesting. He's been very impressive.
Yeah.
I mean, it'll be real interesting to follow his progression through the years. To see. I mean, the other thing you can't substitute is this. Game speed, where the other team is trying to beat you. You can practice all you want. You can't substitute for this.
There's pressure on him, and down he goes. I tell you, that was a nice Ethan Miller is on there.
Nice tackle.
Yeah, Ethan got in there and got him down. So they were knocking on the door again, and they have to get the ball up. They get so close, and that's an experience. That's a bunch of freshmen playing varsity ball for them. So Blue Devils get it back, 6:37 to go, and 25 seconds left, or excuse me, 6:37 left to go in the ball game.
So Red Lion just missed a 26-yarder following an interception that would have put it out of reach, but it looks like they're going to get the ball back with about 4 minutes to go.
Chambersburg is.
Chambersburg will.
All right. We'll follow the Ed Gottwal's tweet, see how Chambersburg makes out. They can go in overtime and probably still beat us done here. Little misdirection play. This looks like
Tony Mayhew.
Yeah, it is. Gets about 8 yards on that run. Haven't seen much of that misdirection, but that's what makes it effective.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Second down to the Blue Devils.
Oop, we just bumped off air.
Again, surprise.
Yard line. Batiste once again with the football. Stopped in there by a host of Hanover defenders. Led by number 74, Ben Newman.
Gettysburg up 21-7 over Waynesboro with just 2 minutes left in the game.
Okay, I think we're back on once again. Who knows? I will say this. Let me check here. As this one comes to a hit hard. All right. Sky, my man, if we go off the air again, and what I want you to do is play some of our commercials and then play our closing. We're not coming back. All right.
We're on the edge of the cliff.
That's right. we're about ready to go off of it, too. So that's the plan here if it comes again. The Blue Devils have this one in hand. I think we are Blue Devils up on 42-13 here, 4:31 to go. As we mentioned, next week it'll be West Perry coming to town. Blue Devils are going to punt away. And
backup punter.
Who is that?
Tyler Twane.
Yeah, gets one up in the air. Just about went off the light rack up there. And then it's going to take a parallel roll, actually rolling in Hanover's favor to about the 46. Got some scores for you. Shippensburg wins that one against Bermudian Spring. The final there, 37-12. Looks like Gettysburg is going to pick up the win over Waynesboro, 21-7. Only 2 minutes left in the ball game. We still are watching the Chambersburg Red Line game. It appears that
I think Chambersburg scored, but Ed hasn't reported it yet, and it looks like they're up 21-20.
Wow.
We don't know how, but one of our sources has up that.
Oh, that'd be a huge win for them.
Ed might have grabbed a soda or something.
He's too excited. Or spilled a soda. That might have been it.
That might have been it.
Hanover has the ball, 41-yard line.
Give a final on the West Perry game.
This is Melendez, excuse me. He goes to the 44.
21 Melendez, the ball carrier.
So 49-yard line's where it'll set. 3:52 to go.
From now we can start looking ahead, Greg. I'm ready to concede this game.
Yes.
For us, West Perry beat Camp Hill 54-8.
Wow.
So the Blue Devils, have a good test next week. But
yeah, they will.
They're not going to be any easy. Like you said, the Colonial Division's always very good, and It will be again, and it will be a tough out. We're going to be a tough out for everybody as well.
Well, you know, we were last year.
Absolutely, we were.
We were last year.
There you go.
Wow. Trojans are ahead 21-20. That's a pretty good ball game for them. Roberts looking to pass, rolls right, throws downfield, heck of incomplete pass. That was going to be a heck of a catch if they made it down to the 30-yard line, but it falls incomplete. The clock will stop at 3:04.
And Chase Roberts will sleep well tonight.
He will.
That young man has.
They're going to have to ice that arm down.
Pitcher.
Yeah.
And he's taking a beating back there as well.
By the way, you have
a pitcher in baseball is not getting hit.
Yeah,
after
that's true.
Throw.
That's true. You've been listening to 93.7 WRGG LP, Greencastle, Pennsylvania. Greg Hoover, Rick Lewis, thanks for listening. Straight back, looking like a little screen setup. It is to the fullback, Noel. Noel still rumbling on, and they played that perfectly. Get the first down inside the Blue Devil territory at the 40-yard line. 2:55 to go. I almost hate to mention this, but they do have their 3 timeouts left. If they would like to use them. What?
Red Lions scored again already. That had to be almost on the kickoff.
Yep, Red Lion has scored. So that one goes back and forth.
So once we get our technical difficulties, we'll be able to break away to other games.
Yes. Yeah. Well, I hate to almost tell you this, but if you go to midpennbroadcasting.com, you can watch that game. Yeah. Jet sweep, they fake it, they give it to the fullback Melendez. He gets 2 yards upfield as the clock goes under the 2:35 mark here.
Play by 23, Ethan Miller.
Well, hopefully Sam Reed is not seriously hurt.
No. Hope
that would
not
be
either.
Literally a big loss.
Yes, it would. Yes, it would.
Literally and figuratively.
2 yards to the left of the right hash mark is where the ball is set. Pistol formation, jet sweep. They give it to the runner coming across the right side, picks up some speed. That is Walker. Walker gets the first down, and he goes to the 26-yard line. That'll stop the clock, so they move the chains.
Roger Walker's had a nice little, he showed some good explosiveness. He's only a sophomore.
Yeah, I was going to say, he's a youngster too. Clock now at 2 minutes. 2 minutes.
As the Greencastle faithful's feeling comfortable, starting to walk to the exits.
Yeah.
Congratulations to Coach McCulley and the whole staff and the kids.
Right back to Melendez.
Always good to get that first one.
He takes the ball, dragging a few along with him down to the 20-yard line. Minute 35. I'm sure they like the score here.
Once again on this stop, Pierce Griffin along with Jack Sullivan.
Walker goes off. He limps off.
Gain of 6 on the play is going to bring up a second and 4.
Minute 22.
As long as they don't take any timeouts.
Oh, I think they will. I think they want to score. Look at the pass. Get it out here and complete the pass. Going to be shy of the first down. A couple feet over the first down marker to Nathan Cronister. They give him about a yard.
Number 5 on our roster, but
no.
That was a nice tackle.
That's under a minute to go, so maybe now, if they haven't taken the timeout, they're not going to. Straight back pocket, looking to pass, going for the end zone. Has a man open, but overthrows him.
That pass falls incomplete.
40.4 seconds, that's where it'll stop at. So that's the end of the non-league encounters, except to the end of the season. It'll be Gettysburg, right. And that will not be an easy one. What? Chambersburg? Oh, Red Line had an 80-yard touchdown pass. Here comes another pass, heavy pressure for the Blue Devils. It's going to be the quarterback keeping it, and wisely goes out of bounds. I tell you, he's a pretty heady player.
Yeah, he just stepped over, they got the first down. And
yep, stops the clock with 32 seconds left. So, again, there's a, it is a 42-13 defeat. They've, they did score 17 against Eastern York in a 47-13 the 17 loss. But they've done a lot of things good here tonight. Of course, there's some things they need to do better. Obviously, Hanover. Straight across the middle, in and out of the hands. That one would have been a touchdown, but they just couldn't complete it. And things like that. They've had a few of those.
Yep, had a few drops.
Second down.
Second down, 28. 2 or 3 plays left before this one comes to an end.
So it'll be the weekend of football starts well.
Yes. We'll see what else happens here this weekend.
And hopefully it ends well with the Steelers on Sunday night.
Yeah, we'll see. There's a completed pass. This time he makes the catch, gets knocked down at the 6-yard line, and the clock will stop at 18 seconds. I got a feeling they're going to score here. I can see Melendez going straight up the middle here, as they've done that here a couple times. Well,
yeah, I'm not sure why the clock stopped.
Yeah, there they're whining.
3rd and 2 for Hanover.
Look at the pass again. Heavy pressure again. Runs out of the pocket. Throws it. Oh, he wasn't expecting an incomplete pass. It's one of those, I could get rid of this. I got 3 guys on me.
Actually, that was a heck of a play.
Yeah.
Pressure defensively by 67, Daniel Nago. Along with Halcon, 32, Pierce Griffith.
Daniel Noggle put the pressure. Nice looking sophomore. Pretty big kid.
Yeah, real big.
Big active.
Came in there. So here they go. What will maybe be their last play. Running this way, looking to throw, and does, and completes, and they get the touchdown. Did they make the call? Yes, they did. Touchdown, Hanover. With 6.7 seconds left. So they score. They get on the pass into the corner. And stepped on my cord. Just another thing going wrong here tonight. So they've reached the 19-point mark. See if they get the extra point up on the board. Low snap, nope. And they're going to have to try to run it in. He has some room to do so, and he does. He gets the 2-point conversion, and so they get the 21 points. So 42-21 seems to be what they wanted to get. They wanted to get the extra point sometime, the 2-point conversion. They get it the sort of a strange way, which is only fitting. It's been a strange game.
It has been. It has been, but again, good job by the Blue Devils. Did what they needed to do. Played a really good second half. Really established the run, and did a nice job. So, again, I think the only thing of concern after tonight is, hopefully Sam Reed is okay.
Right.
Everybody else looks pretty healthy. Hopefully they get Levi Binghamton back.
Right.
And, they can continue some positive momentum. They're going to have to score points against West Perry. They're going to have to try to slow them down because you're probably not going to be able to stop them. So just slow them down and give yourselves a chance. But, again, you can't win game 2 until you win game 1. And the Blue Devils took care of business. And all wins are precious, so they should enjoy it. They've earned it, and congratulations.
Yes, sir. That's the way it works. Blue Devils will pick up the first win of the season. They'll be 1-2 as West Perry and the Mustangs come to town next week in the first of 6 in a row Colonial Division ball games. And for the Blue Devils, it'll be the second home game. Then they get to travel to Northern before Shippensburg comes to town. And then they alternate out. It's a pretty neat schedule. It's Northern away, Shippensburg home, Big Spring away, Waynesboro home, Mifflin County away, and Gettysburg home is how it works out. So home and away, home and away. Kickoff.
You know how different that is. We just got our schedule. 11 of our first 12 games are on the road.
Really?
Yeah. And then the whole second half we're home. It's a very basketball is very unique that way.
Yep, it is. Well, this will be the run back and see if it runs out the clock. And it is. That's the ball game. Going to wrap it up right here.
Oh, hopefully that kid's not hurt in the last play.
Yeah, last play. He's getting up. Blue Devils come up with a win. Final score here, 42-21. And that's going to do it for us. For Rick Lewis, I'm Greg Hoover. Have a good evening, everyone. We'll see you next Friday night. 6:30, we hope to be on the air. 7 o'clock is when the kickoff is. Who knows what will happen here in the magic land of technology. But thanks for listening off and on for us. We'll talk to you next week. Have a good evening, everyone.